Well, let's see, because we got debated with the gyrocopter as the first pick. Let's see if it works for them, or if
Prepare for
maybe
battle.
try to pick with lesser prices. But we have a game, ladies and gentlemen.
I am actually surprised about one little thing. I'm actually gonna have to check out Dota2 Pro Tracker here on if it ever happens. Okay, so it has a very low pick rate, but I was thinking Nyx Assassin, why don't you just get the mana burn facet?
Hmm.
Like I know Scuttlebug is really good, the scuttle thing for
So, yeah.
the unobstructed pathing. But mana burn on all of 15% mana burn on every one of your abilities that you hit on an enemy seems really, really good on Adusa.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe he didn't think about that. But it's great against every single core on the infamous lineup. Like, if Queen of Pain doesn't get her mana, she can't blink away. Visage is really mana dependent to do damage with the soul assumption. So yeah, that would have been great. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe you don't really move your facets as much. I believe. Like, how often do you change facets when playing? It's But most hero have like one facet, like one good facet. That's it.
Uh, I do divert on most of the heroes I play, I think. Not all of them, but like Winter Wyvern, it depends on what I'm up against, for instance. I do like the mana regen facet, but I also like the long range attack facet. Rubik, same story. If the enemy doesn't have like any AoE abilities, then it's useless to go for the second facet,
30 seconds to battle.
because it doesn't do anything. For the AoE splash facet, Lich one you pretty much almost always go for the lingers frost chain thing though. But yeah, there are a couple of heroes where you do have some diversity. Like support shakers, for instance, have different facets.
Mm,
Tusk with
The
the
battle
tag team, or the what's the other one called? The one that uh,
Pull you together. Yeah, the I don't know, friends or something like that.
tag along or
Tag
something.
along, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. So there are, but ideally the idea is that facets are interchangeable depending on what you're up against, or at least that's what I assume were the intentions
Yeah,
behind it.
that's the intention. That was the same intention with the talent trees. And if mm, there are some heroes that are interchangeable, because they can be played as support or as cores, which have make the talents switch a little bit. Wait,
A lot
repugnant.
of damage on Doom. They're actually, yeah, he drops. That's level 1 gyro for you. He just pops Rocket Barrage and you're bullied out of lane. Creep Wave gonna get pulled by Knight from behind, and we'll just make sure that at least the Doom gets some farm. Actually, Jimmy Goff drags the Creep Wave all the way away from that Doom. Takes it for a little
Uh,
bit of a spin. Chasing after Knight. This is gonna be a 4th lane in the map.
this is the chaos I wanted to see in the draft. Oh, get it? Oh,
Oh, the range creeps
oh
are gonna go
yeah.
away.
They
Oh,
they just pieced out. Like, they don't care.
yeah, Doom needs to get back because that's a lot of experience that he'd otherwise.
Radiant's
Uh,
courier
uh,
has been
no,
killed.
that one range creep is not gonna get taken down by the Dusa. Knight does get the kill onto Jimmy Koff's courier. Jimmy Koff is in the meantime getting some experience and farm, which of course DM is missing right now.
And well, Jimmy Coffee just got a full lane of experience and farm, which is way more than you get as a position 5.
Making sure
Mm.
some stacks happen. And then the mid matchup, Queen of Pain. We saw this exact matchup earlier today as well. The Shaker versus the Queen of Pain. Shaker did win that one. Slatum's actually won with the Shaker that game, but it was where he started with pretty much his bottle already completely secured.
Mm, let's see. Yeah, well, Shaker does have how to fight against range laner, but this Queen of Pain is going a different way. He's not getting 2 points of Shadow Strike. He knows he has to farm, which is an improvement from the last matchup we saw.
Yeah, definitely so. Knight, in the meantime, farming the jungle. Essentially, Nyx assassins are just jungle heroes these days.
Is this something we're going to see in our matches?
I've
Positions or
seen.
just
Well,
pieces out?
normally it's the Venomancer in this batch that gets the triple, like places the plague wards on himself and then farms the camps early game,
Yeah.
or at least in my pubs. It happened like 3 games in a row, and after that I quit playing.
It did win some games though in North America region. I believe it was
Radiant courier has been
Speed,
killed.
the position 5, that played Veno and just went jungle, and then he was like top net worth at minute 5, and they just pulled out of that.
Yeah, it farms really stupidly fast. That's
Yeah.
what I also realized from my pubs. It's like the enemy has let's say a Tide Hunter off lane, and you have I play Warlock plus my safe laner. Like we can't kill Tide whatsoever. And then Venomancer comes out the jungle. We're level 4, he's level 6, and we're like, bro, what?
Yeah, it is
How?
way too fast. Yeah, and you
Oh,
just need like
nice.
2 clarities. Oh, there we go. This is something different. Oh, Knight, no. First jungling and now giving the bottle was already there. But what's coming to co-op? Okay, full null talisman, raindrops.
Yeah, they did get that first blood, but still a little bit behind in terms of the laning stage so far. That's because of the difference of Knight on the Nyx Assassin. 12 last hits, obviously not as much from the creeps as normal creeps, but from the young creeps as lane creeps, but still almost done with the arcane boots. And he'll just continue where he left off, even making nice jungle stacks. Again, a game where Morphling can clear them, but it would be surprising if Slatum just drops an echo on it to get his blink fast.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Like it's your first echo or the first echo is normally either to turn something around like a team fight because you're keeping to help, or just echo the camp, echo the stacks to get that blink dagger. A good timing would be like 9-minute blink dagger, but he's not even close to that blink dagger. He is farming better than Siren though.
Yeah, Shaker's still a little bit of a busted hero in that regard. Goes for the deny of his own range creep instead of the last hit on the enemy's range creep. That's a oopsie daisy, I guess a misclick.
Yep. There's
Oh,
oh, they
Repugnance.
missed each other.
Repugnance has mana burn on the Doom. And yeah, that's a really good creep to have. Medusa's just getting burned the entire time. Towards mid, MJZ getting job, Sonic Wave available, they don't want to use it. And MJZ
Deny yourself now.
will die to Monty.
Secured. Kill secured.
Well, he was otherwise gonna get killed off by the creeps. So
Yeah.
this one's okay. This one I'll allow.
I mean, you don't really get mad if a support secures a kill, right? Only
Yes, yes they
but
do.
if it was really obvious that you could leave the kill to a core, I understand. But if it's a gank, if it's some aggression in lane and stuff like that,
I play Rubik. I lost it. That's just the way it works. You've got Fade Bolt, does a nice chunk of damage. Secure the kill.
Dire are scanning.
Get fast Ags. Mess up your entire buttons. Because Ags makes you confused. That's the game plan. I really am a terrible Rubik player. It's my most played hero by far, but I have like a 42% win rate on it. I just really like playing it.
we make money out of casting, not out of playing. So
Slat big echo.
oh, beautiful! And that was like 1K gold out of nowhere. Like his net worth just. Yep. He just skyrocketed.
And Knight God is level 6 because of it as well. So you have the next Assassin with Vendetta available. And now it's going to get a little bit scarier to play on. Yeah, they're looking for DM. Knight's already Vendetta up, heading towards bottom.
Yeah,
Jimmy
Dusa
Koff.
might be dead.
They don't have a sentry placed. They don't even.
Yep.
They don't know he's level 6 because he hasn't shown himself.
Oh, he dead.
Yep, DM gets jumped, dragged back. Can't
Ooh.
kill him off. He does get a lot of mana. He's
Oh,
gonna
wow.
get doomed in the process. Do they have any mana to give him, though, is the question. They're giving him as much as possible. Snowball comes in, Sonic Wave as well, and Medusa is staying alive. Ouch. Knight is going to be chased down, hunted in the trees. Second kill secured. Doom wasted, DM survives, and all you need is mana. Doesn't give a damn about getting doomed.
Yep, he just needs mana and a little help of your friends, because that was like a 4-hero TP to ensure that Dusa doesn't die. That is for Protect 1.
Yeah, that was a definite 4 Protect 1 move there, which is interesting because you even send out the Visage, normally
Yep.
a hero that doesn't TP at all. And they just barely take the net worth lead, but the Shaker, he's almost done with Blink Dagger. It's going to be a 10-minute Blink, or, well, actually maybe 9 minutes, but 10 minutes when it about gets delivered. He is very farmed, and once he's got the Blink Dagger, he is very scary.
Yeah, you have to play with Nyx to set up some ganks, or maybe just do a rotation to your off lane and get the enemy safe lane tower, and with the surprise blink play once they go to defend. Because I do believe that they're obviously going to help Deuce every time they can, but if they can also make the tier 1 tower stay up for longer, it's obviously better, so Deuce can just farm safely on her side of the side jungle. There's the Blink Dagger for Earthshaker. Do believe they don't have any vision. They saw it.
Oh, but do they have the damage? Yes, they definitely do have the damage to get the kill. There's the chase from the Morphling going for Jimmy Koff, but will back off before he goes a little bit too deep and gets stun locked by the Visage, who's got the drums now done, going for the pipe. Hermit just building up that big aura hero to make sure that the Dusa, before Protect 1 God, will be able to stay alive this game.
I was thinking that maybe obviously he's going for the build with pipe, and then maybe an Aghanim Scepter or something another thing with auras. But I was thinking that maybe the Visage could have gotten for a Orchid, like an early Orchid, and before obviously the Morphling has his Manta, which he is far away from, and that would have been like great to counter it. Because once you take out the Morphling, there isn't that much of a scary hero. Oh,
no.
speaking of scary.
DM is going to get jumped. The Dusa. This time, no backup will come in. A 4-man move for a easy, quick kill.
No more TPs. And I do believe that if you're a safe lane player and your tier 1 tower is still up and after the 10-minute mark, you just leave it. Or just, ward somewhere. They do have a ward on there.
In mid. He's staying alive. He's keeping them there. TPs are going to come through. Repugnance is going to get the Doom off onto Siren, but there is going to be another wasted Doom, it seems. Repugnance actually needs to be careful of himself. He's losing a lot of HP. Is going to get rooted in place. The Doom is dead. Slaton will get a kill in response. But Queen of Pain is coming back in the area. Has Sonic Wave. Gotta be careful if you take another fight.
Doom is just not scary as a hero anymore. Like the actual Doom ultimate is not scary anymore. Like I remember, like back in the day, if you got Doom, you're almost dead. Like now, how much damage does it? It's 30 per second for 12 seconds, so that's 360. That's not much.
Yeah, that's just absolutely... It does no damage. Well, it does do a little bit of damage. The plus is, of course, you can't heal, which makes it a little bit rough for heroes like Queen of Pain, who tend to get caught pretty quickly. But the one big downside that they have on their side is they need to also have the lockdown there. So he needs someone with him. That's obviously not the Morphling. To be able to secure a kill. It's not like Doom got the free kill, because they can just, they've got snowball saves as well. They have the Visage with the drum, so they can outrun the Doom.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, this is not the best Doom game, but they also had really small pool of choices for their offlane pick. So I don't know what else could they could have picked. The thing is that the more this goes into late game, Infamous, looks stronger and stronger because, well, obviously the Death Shaker is going to be an asset, and once we get to the late game and with the Morphling. But then you have like a Visage that is going to get an Aghanim Scepter that is really, really, really tanky. Then you have a Medusa, you have a Queen of Pain. The Tusk becomes a nuisance once he gets the Aghanim Scepter, and he can just kick people into their team, for defending. Oh, wait, we got Repugnance. Ooh, the shots.
Repugnance not getting caught. Wants to go back in. There's the Vendetta usage from Knight. He's immediately looking for a catch. Yeah, I do agree, but one downside obviously is Gyrocopter's terrible late game as a support.
As a support, yep.
It does nothing as support in the later portions of the game. So at that point, Lich is god tier late game when you get solid farm on it. Obviously, you need a decent amount of farm, but Chain Frost, the 70% damage reduction from Frost Shield is ridiculous. Sinister Gaze becomes really good because it's also mana drain per second on Sinister Gaze. Honestly, they have with the mana burn, with the Sinister Gaze, with Nyx Assassin of, well, he doesn't have. He also has Mind Flare, which is also another mana burn. It's not too shabby in terms of their anti-Dusat lineup.
Yeah, they do have some ways to counter her. Oh, he slattens. Oh no, he's trapped.
And it comes the catch. Slatums is gonna get taken down. Knight now needs to disengage with the rest of his team. Of course, not to forget Hermit's getting all this nice extra cash with the Soul Assumption kills.
Yeah, I believe it's 30 gold per soul assumption charge. So it's whatever you got from the kill plus 120 plus 150, which is basically half a kill. Oh, Knight, go for it.
Jump in onto Hermit, drag back, Chain Frost, the Doom being pump faked by the Doom. Just to guarantee the kill. That just shows you how little they care about the Doom this game. Knight is going to be a counter kill, it seems. Yeah, they should be able to chase him down, especially with that Dagon. Killing spree now for Siren.
If Gyrocopter didn't show, Visage might have lived, because he just stood right next to him, and the Chain Frost bounced twice, and that was it. Yeah, Gyrocopter really, like, I don't know if this is something they have practiced before, something they've been considering, they've been practicing screams and stuff like that, or it was just like, okay, let's just join the Gyrocopter out of the safe lane carry position, and we know it can be played as a support, because I mean, he hasn't had that much of an impact in the lane. He's been just creating chaos with Knight, and he's farming a lot for the position 5.
Yeah, the only real big item that the Gyrocopter most of the time needs is that shard.
Yeah.
For good harass. It also helps in farming creep camps a little bit more, in case you want to, obviously. But it is very strong. Knight is close to his Dagon, just needs a couple hundred more gold to secure it. And MJZ, I'm actually curious what he's going to go for. If it's just going to be the fish, Force Staff first because you're up against a Dusk, or is he going to get, anything greedier? Glimmer, Solar Crest is also a really solid item this game. You're up against Visage. Extra armor is always handy.
Yeah, no, Glimmer Cave also is really good against Visage if he doesn't get like dust, then you are a sad lich. But well, against Soul Assumption also helps a lot. But after that, it's yeah. I do believe the Solar Crest is better here against the
Dire's
Visage and the
structures are
Dusa.
fortified.
Well, now Infamous is finally
Dire's
doing
top
something
tower is
aggressive.
under attack.
They're going to find Slatums. There you go.
And Echo in response, Latin does get the kill onto Monty, will lose his life. Chasing for more Knight's gonna get taken down, and the Chain Frost is not gonna do the job at all. Waveform in from Wits, he's trying to get a target. The Doom in response on the Queen of Pain, that should be able to finish the Siren off. Actually, Stonegaze blocks any entry. Is it gonna be enough to kill off this Queen of Pain? He's dropping very low, the creeps are joining in. Queen of Pain is dead. Wits, his entire team has fallen. He's trying to find more blood here. Adapter Strike comes out. He's going to get stunned up, taken down because he was
Morphine,
in the...
dude.
Yep, he was in the Queen of Pain morph, so couldn't get out of there in time. And a huge team fight victory here for Infamous.
Yep, that was just the best thing that could have happened. Like they find the Air Shaker, the Echo Slam is completely nullified by that Pipe of Insight, which is something we talked about in draft. And after once the Perro Negro doesn't have their big burst initiation, then also the Chain Frost didn't really do much because it just bounced against familiars. And once it just bounced once on the Queen of Pain, it just lingered there. It didn't bounce, so it was like the best case scenario for Infamous, worst case scenario for Perro Negro, especially because, like we said, like it's getting scary that the cores are getting their items. Oh, Knight, just cutting a little bit. Oh, there you go.
Catch on tonight. Next assassin will quickly get taken care of. Jimmy Koff is dominating on the gyrocopter. Now done with the Pavisi. Just finished up that Aghanim shard as well. And in the last couple of engagements has been doing a lot of damage with that homing missile chase.
Yeah, that shard is so important for gyrocopter as a support. I mean, if you can get it at minute 14, or whenever the shard gets available, it's best here. And they're going to get a free shard as well.
Oh, that's a big double from Siren. Chase deep, shard steal.
It's looking
And,
stunty.
Yeah, they get. Oh, the echo response from Slatum, but they weren't low enough. Not anywhere close to being low enough. Slatum does disengage. They do get the shard onto Monty. Jason for Knight. The next assassin is gonna get taken down as another one. Jimmy Koff on a mega kill streak. Gyrocopter gaming right now. 5-1 and 8 on a +5 gyro.
This escalated quickly. Like this game went from a moderately okay laning phase to we are taking racks at 20 minutes. Like, okay, they're not taking
I
racks.
mean,
They're
Dusa does have Manta and Scotty done. Like, second item Scotty against the Morphling. Really hard for the Morph to fight into at this stage.
yeah. Morph going for a butterfly. He's far away though. Deuce is also going for the butterfly. But the difference is 3k, which is basically the Eagle Song. Which is a lot
You know
of
what is wild?
What is wild?
Queen of Pain went for SNY.
Oh, SNY?
Yeah. He didn't go for the Kaya Sanj. He went for SNY. That, okay. Now it really shows that the status resistance from SNY is too overtuned.
Yep.
Oh.
That is... Let's see, what's the difference
Double
here?
courier snipe. Yeah, it's the status resistance, really.
Yeah, but that's basically it.
Not like you don't really care about the agi, attack speed, movement speed on Queen of Pain. I mean, he's building into Witchblade, so he might want to make right-click Queen of Pain or something along those lines. But it really is just status resistance against the Doom. 25-second cooldown duration reduction.
Oh, Doom
It's
is
really
just...
also, yeah, he's a creep. He doesn't do anything this game.
Yeah, he is he's a null object. Like he doesn't do anything in this match. Doom is just not scary. The ability itself, the hero itself. I mean, it's really hard to pull him off. I do believe he gets a little bit more
Radiant's
play
middle
in other
tower is
regions
under
and
attack.
with various amounts of success. But I don't think Doom was the big here. And yeah, Infamous is just capitalizing on every single mistake Perro Negro does. And they take one good fight, they force a second one, they take two towers, they take a Tormentor, they threaten and get a lot of kills on their base, and now they get Roshan. Like, this is really impressive in terms of macro game for Infamous.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job. It's not, they're not out of the woodworks just yet.
Yeah.
They got the free shard and, you know, tickled the high ground a little bit, but they're still only 5k ahead. It's not insurmountable. You've got the Shaker close to his BKB. Morphling is almost done with the Butterfly.
Ooh,
Um,
Kermit gets
they
there.
have tools on their side as well.
Yeah, you're right. The thing is that we always see, how much the gold advantage, gold difference is, but it's also important to see where that gold advantage is. And most of the gold advantage is between carry and carry, which is, big, faster timing on items such as Butterfly, which Jusa is really close to having as her third item. And yeah, Morphling just finishes the Butterfly as his two and a half item. Blame or Suffering obviously is it's an item, but it's not really a damage item, so like laning item or farming
Dire's
item
top
for him.
tower is under attack.
Okay,
Yeah,
Perro
look,
Negro smoking.
top side. You got Monty, Siren, Knight is looking for a possible catch. Doesn't have the
Dire's
scuttle
top
effect
tower is
anymore, so no unobstructed pathing. Needs to be very careful that they don't randomly place a sentry nearby. They're going in from behind. Slatum is on the back end, but the closest one is the Deuce, so that's the problem. Jumping onto Slatum, needs to get himself out of there. Lich is going to get taken down pretty quickly. Charge in onto Hermit
Oh,
on the
this is
side. They
bad.
already lost the Lich. Doom shows himself for a second there. Doesn't have a blink to
Dire's
disengage.
top tower is under
And
attack.
okay, we'll
Oh,
be able to walk it off. So they only lose the Lich, which is honestly a blessing in
the
disguise
best.
because that
Yeah.
felt like it should have been so much more.
Yeah, they were all over the place. Like they saw the Medusa, they didn't initiate. The damage dealers were too far away. Like they got out with a slap on the
Dire's
wrist.
top tower is under attack.
Whoop.
Jump in onto DM just to harass him a little bit, keep him occupied. Slatum doesn't have BKB, needs to be a bit careful.
Oh,
Can't do that the second time.
Dire's are fortified.
Oh, he's trying to get away, but he gets rooted up in the process. Gets himself out of there. Deuce is out of mana. Yem, of course, does still have that Aegis and might lose his first life, but Repugnance on the... They go for the Blink Echo onto
that's
Tusk.
yeah. Well,
He tries to get the jump back in, but they lose the Tusk this time around. The focus is going to be DM onto Wits. But this Frost Shield just blocks all damage output.
yeah, that's their saving grace really. Like if you focused on the lich, those towers melt really fast. And did I see the Tusk feeding some mangoes to the Dusa once she was out of mana?
Might have. I didn't see that.
Like I don't know if I heard it, but I saw
I
Dusa.
did hear something. It probably
Yeah,
was the mangoes then from, I don't know. They might have had that neutral item. What's it called? No, they didn't have
the shovel.
they didn't have the shovel. They had 3 pig poles and 2 arcane rings on the radiant side.
Let's see. The radiant side. I see pupil's gift. Oh, well, that's tier 2 items. You're right. Oh, unstop. Oh, Jimmy Cuff is just going to make our ranked matches interesting.
Gyrocopter done with the full solar crest. He is Did he just fly something in? Okay, it looks like he's gonna go for the force staff, or at least has the fluffy hat already for something, which is very likely that item, considering the others are not really support items.
Is under attack.
But up
Yeah,
the high
that
ground they go once
Is
again.
under attack.
yeah,
Still with
that's
the Aegis.
maybe the best item for gyrocopter right now. Okay, let's see Slatims. We don't have an Echo Slam yet, so he's just taking care of the vision here. DM has still 20 seconds on that Aegis Immortal, so he still has to be careful because they can always time it right. They are trying for the wraparound once again. Round 2. Truman, let's see.
Oh, Jimmy Goff would be a
Oh,
very big
go,
kill.
baby.
DM as well. The Echo Slam gets dropped. They're quickly going to go in. The Doom gets thrown out. Snowball
Wait.
save. Jimmy Goff is dropping low. Is going to get taken down. Snowball
Yeah, he
actually
is.
keeps him alive. Deuce is out of mana. Aegis is reclaimed. He needs to be very careful. The Chain Frost. It has a terrible bounce. Oh, Deuce. He's going to stay
Oh.
alive. The Chain Frost of unluckiness happening right there. And DM survives through it all.
Yep, Orange Jesus is not by their side, Truman. These
That chain frost, it was like right next to the Dusa, and it goes to the Quap, and the Quap blinks out. So the chain frost just, that was so close. And it was also
Yeah.
perfectly timed because the Aegis was expiring.
Yep.
Such a good attempted fight, but just a little bit off the mark.
That was almost best case scenario for Perro Negro. Because it was just 15 seconds on the Aegis. They initiate. The Aegis goes down with the Doom on the Dusa, so she couldn't regenerate. And it was, the best they could have asked for. They just were lacking a little bit in terms of damage. I don't know where that could have come from.
That gets
Oh,
caught out
her.
top side. Hermit's
Oh,
got
yeah.
the Ags, so you can just hunt him down in the trees now.
Yeah, this is where Visage becomes really scary because he is stupidly fast thanks to the boost of bearing, and he is also really scary because he just could just roam around and kill you, being invisible. There you go. No.
Repugnance gets taken down once again. That Doom just not having the impact he desires. They don't have Aegis this time around, but they do have 2 deaths on the opposing side with only 1 core alive, being the Morphling. He's not even joining his team. He knows there's no chance that they win a fight with the other 2 dead, especially the Shaker. They need that big Echo Slam. Hopefully this time around. Jimmy Koff did finally get taken down though. So he did lose his kill streak. But they're just going to continue the push. Lich's Frost Shield is the best tool they have to try and delay it
The only
as much
tool
as
they
possible.
have.
The
Yeah.
only tool is a more accurate way of portraying it.
Yeah, because Echo Slam doesn't really work here. We have a Visage with a pipe. So Echo Slam is also not going to be enough. And there's like only one hero there, so the damage wouldn't be enough. To
MTB is
Rexel,
also finished on Dusa, so now the Morphling's Butterfly is not even going to be that effective.
two set of Rexes ready for Infamous. They might just wait out the Roche, which is spawning in 2 minutes, 1 minute and 40 seconds. And I think the game is really straightforward from here on now. Infamous going for Roche and then finishing the game. Perro Negro has to make something happen. Like they know Roshan might be up, so this might be the last team fight of this match.
Well, they are looking for a catch. DM needs to be a little bit careful, but Hermit, he's
Hermit
got
is in
the
this.
AC done as well. They
Done.
spot out Knight
Yeah.
through the sentries that they had placed, so they know that they're hunting and chasing for a catch.
Yeah, they saw him. But Shaker has a gem. So
This gets used, quickly goes back. Homing missile chasing deep. Hermit scouting with his own little familiars.
okay. Yeah, Shaker knows where the familiars are. Oh, there we
he's
go.
gonna
There's
get
the
Walrus
X.
kick back. And Slatum is dead. No response coming out. Does have a buyback available. Did throw out the Echo Slam, which
Doesn't
needs
really
to disengage
matter.
as well. Has the waveform. Will not be taken care of just yet. Has that BKB at the ready in case they want to re-engage. But they have to
Oh
be
no,
careful.
buyback.
Walrus kick is up again. Monty is going to walk in, gets the Walrus punch, jump in. Morphling is fallen. Chain Frost in response, a decent amount of damage doing onto the Queen of Pain. But the Queen of Pain doesn't really care because he's got the S and Y. Knight will at least take... Oh, actually, it's Slatum that gets kill onto Monty.
Yep, there's no Morphling. There's no
He still
defense.
has... Morphling still hasn't popped the BKB. Like, he took that homing missile for no apparent reason.
Yeah, well, they're going to take the L right now. Yep, there it is.
GG gets called, and Infamous, I mean, they kind of just ran over them at one point. The laning stage was looking pretty decent, very solid here for Perro Negro. Afterwards, they just did not play together at all.
Second chance is precisely the game number 2. You can't make any mistakes or you can lose any games starting right now. And they don't really use a smoke either, so they might want to go for a level 1 gank by using the smoke later. They do have a semi-decent level 1 fight if you go for the Searing Chains level 1.
Well, they have a pretty good one,
Oh,
actually. Monty plays the Observer, doesn't see them coming in his direction. And if they go up the high
safe.
ground, they might be able to get behind him. Do they have the Observer Ward available to place it? They can place one from the Phoenix to
But
get
they're
the
so
vision needed.
close. They're
Monty,
so
Smoke's going to
close.
get broken. Monty gets pushed back, and they get the catch. They don't have the vision. And Monty gets away. No cookie for you, my friend.
No cookie for you. Yeah.
30 seconds to battle.
Uh, yeah, this is not the level 1 shenanigans happening here. We do have, well, it's going to be an Ember Spirit against the Tiny. Should be even matchup. You can't really burst the Ember Spirit. Flame Guard is just going to do its job. Here
Well,
we
it's
go.
looking like an early fight here for the Bounty. Who's going to grab the Bounty? It's Dire side that grabs it, but Jimmy Goff is going to look to be first. Blooded. In response, can they get anything going? DM now needs to be careful. It's looking like a second death from the Dire side. Is going to get slowed down, and the burn should be enough. Knight gets the kill. 2 kills at the start of the laning stage. And the first blood did go for Repugnant, second to Knight. So the offlane duo starting off with extra gold.
Yeah, that is, well, the best start of the game they could have asked for. Especially, you know, if you have that extra gold going up against this semi-decent, I want to say, matchup. Oh no, Repugnance. No, my dude, don't waste your advantage like that. Well, Jimmy Cuff is just going to do that the entire game. He's just going to zone you out and barrage you.
Yeah, it is a pretty dangerous lane though for Jaro. He does have movement speed, also has the afterburner facet. But if you get like bumped back onto Dawn's Celestial Hammer Starbreaker combo, you die very quickly. So Jimmy Cobb does need to be a little bit careful. And is not sending out any movement speed item just yet. So it could be a pretty painful lane for them. Even the Ursa can die pretty quickly in that lane.
Yeah, it's a really volatile lane phase. Like every single lane has a kill potential. A little bit more on the mid lane, and also on the Radiant safe lane. Since you know Phoenix has to be really careful here.
Oh, in that mid lane matchup, the Tiny is doing pretty well so far, but Slatum is dropping his HP quite significantly. However, Water Runes are gonna fix up that factor. Bottom side, Hermit, what's he gonna go for? Helm of the Dominator already. Yeah, he's just a micro hero player. I'm gonna check out his Dota buff, his Dota2 Pro tracker, because it's probably going to show when he plays Beastmaster that he just always plays this Beastmaster. I'm gonna be taking some time and finding his name though.
Yep. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I was muted. I was saying that Hermit was one of the surprise players back in DPC 2 years ago, like Division 1 and Division 2. He went from Division 2 to Division 1, and he back in the day that was like the best meta, the Su meta with the Su offlaners, and he really rised up there. Like he's really good at microing. It's not like most offlaners that don't really specialize in these types of heroes. They just like a click or just take everything single unit into a one control group and just move them all around. But he really does like a lot of micromanagement, especially with the board, because what you can't really control the White Hawk. I'm still waiting for a proper quote unquote first blood on lanes. We saw it, first blood happened before the creeps even went out. Jimmy Cox here trying to get just a little bit of harassment.
Yeah, I don't until rotations happen. I don't think anyone should be dying in these lanes. Maybe bottom lane, but top lane,
Yeah.
don't really think that's gonna happen. There's a water rune steal or denial at the very least. Monty versus MJZ. Yeah, Monty's taking a lot of damage. Does have a cookie and a magic wand, but needs to sidestep nicely. Jimmy Goff dies solo tonight. Yeah, that's just sticky napalm spam. He had a TP though, so you can't just TP when he's on you. They have very little ways to interrupt your TP this game. They have the Ember Root, they have Lasso, and they have Dawn, Starbreaker / Solar Crest. Not the best tools.
Yeah, like it's a lot of resources just to cancel one TP. The thing is that Perro Negro is doing decent in terms of net worth. Like the offlane difference is really big for this minute. Like 5 minutes into the game, and it's already 500 gold difference. That's a lot. Obviously, it has to do with the first blood, but still, Repugnance is looking really strong right now. He's really close to that soul ring, and once he has that, it's going to be spam city here, and it's not going to be a good day for Gyrocopter, who might want to take the portal and make something happen.
Yeah, but
the lane is a little pushed. Yep.
They already placed the observer ward. They know that he's heading towards the bottom lane. That also does mean that they know Ursa's solo top, and DM is going to be forced to TP out, dropping low, gets taken down. The burn is too much. He just TP'd. He has to do the walk of shame back to lane. Very painful turn of events for Infamous. They're going to go for MJZ. Has the Icarus dive. Can they kill him off? It does not seem likely. He's actually just toying with them in the meantime. Gets himself back. And we'll be able to disengage. 2k net with lead now for Perro Negro. And a missed gank. And a very sad turn of events in the top lane. Cost them dearly. Oh. Which... Yeah, he's gonna be just fine. In the meantime, Knight is about the same net worth as the enemy's mid lane. He's chasing in after DM, who's gonna get chased down. There is the Ember with the root coming up. Control comes out onto DM. Ursa just was walking back to lane, gets taken out once again. The plus side is this time when he respawns, he'll have his TP. But I don't think that's something that you want to praise.
Yeah, this is not a happy Ursa. This is not the game he was thinking of having. Especially because it looked like a really easy quote unquote Ursa game. I mean, you don't really have a proper stun on the offering of Perro Negro, but he has somehow managed to die 3 times already, and he is quite low on that net worth scale.
Yeah, he's actually forced the jungle, lost the tier 1 tower top, so couldn't even TP there anymore. is going to need to quickly buy an Observer Ward just so that he can keep himself alive in case he's going to get hunted once again by Knight on Zubat. Speaking of which, Knight is taking some triangle stacks. Getting good money so he can quickly get the Blink Dagger and be more active. He's a very greedy player.
Yeah, this is well. He knows he needs that blink dagger, or at least some mobility item like a drone or something like that, so he can actually get someone with the flaming lasso. He's still waiting on that level 6 as well. He's doing some stacks here, so he is going to get those items fast and ready. There's a lot of aggressive vision here coming from Infamous. They really want to take down that Phantom Assassin. They are maybe taking one from the Fusion playbook, and they want to learn from Fusion's mistakes, and don't leave the Phantom Assassin free to farm. They are really going at it. Well, at least in terms of vision and playing aggressively, intent.
Yeah, they do finally have on Infamous's side the Helm of the Dominator done, so Hermit can at least start farming faster, / maybe get some push in on towards the tier 1 tower because it's only taken 150 damage so far. But yeah, this is a game where they're going to be reliant on the Tiny's Blink Dagger, and it's going to be a long time until he has it. He still has to finish up his power treads and then start. Now he finally is getting it delivered. Now he's starting to build the Blink. That's going to take another 5 minutes. I think you might have muted yourself once again, which is closing in towards that Battle Fury. Man has to really keep his fingers off the mute button there as they're going to chase bottom lane. Dawn ulti comes in, Sunray on top, Hermit gets lasso. They used everything for those kills, but a double for Repugnance. A lot better performance this game already than on his Doom.
Yeah, and he is going for a lot of team fight items. Like he is going for the face boot, he's going for the blade mail. He's not rushing the Aghanim Scepter, which I won't be surprised if he, starts building from right now. Oh, what's happening? Slatums, my boy.
Slide the fist, dodge homing missile. Nice.
He just walked casually there. Like he just walked next to a tiny so casually. Like I thought he was going to on someone, but I don't know, maybe he wasn't paying attention. Okay, here we go. Hermit, time to take the stacks. For Hermit, this is when you start the flash farming into that Helm of the Overlord, and once that item is up and ready, there's the timing for the rest of the team to start pushing or to start making something happen in the game at least. We do know that Ursa might need a little bit more time, so all the space they can create is obviously very welcome by his safe laner. Slatum's going for the Mage Slayer, which is interesting. Well, it does work against the Snap, Fire, and Gyrocopter in terms of magic damage, and also the Tiny.
And also the Tiny.
Yeah.
It is very solid, and it's, one of the key factors is always the dot that it puts on enemies so they can't blink. Which is always going to be nice on specifically that Tiny. Interrupts him for any chases and whatnot.
Yes, well, Tiny, if he just starts farming, his Blink Dagger is going to take forever. He can't really, pressure towers until the Helm of the Overlord is ready, which is still going to take 1400 gold. Oh, here we go, Slatims.
On the run, can he get himself out of there? Shotgun blast comes out. Avatos, hold him in place. He gets to jump to the back end. In comes the Kisses of Death, though, but he misses all of them. One more hit, Slatum tries to sidestep, but Jimmy Koff comes in, quickly scoops up that kill. They lose the Ember. 7-1, never forget Brazil, but the scoreline is not showing the entire game because they're not that far behind on Infamous.
You had to say that on the South American stream.
Yeah, gotta, throw some shade there to the Brazilians, but...
Yeah, we're looking at basically full Peruvian lineup, and just the only exception is Hermit, which he is still like 900 gold away from the Helm of the Overlord. Doesn't really have boots, So this is almost an all-in for the Beastmaster. They are leading the Phantom Assassin with so much space. And this is not looking good for the late game, especially because that Ursa died 3 times in the first 10 minutes. Well, 5 minutes, I believe. Ursa's just finishing up his Battle Fury, and Phantom Assassin is going to take a 3 stack with her Battle Fury already. Where,
Yeah, currently, I don't know what's the game plan here. Because looking at both these two teams, which side do you prefer when it comes to the late game?
Radiant are
well, just on paper, I'd say Perro Negro.
is under attack.
Because they have well, Bad Rider becomes ridiculous in late game with the Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter or Shard? Yeah, Scepter. With Scepter, Force Staff, Blink Dagger, it's just ridiculous. Also the damage output of there we go.
Just get
There's
a
the Blink Dagger.
catch with the Blink Dagger reveal. Jimmy Goff, this game not as effective as last.
Yeah, that's
Oh. Siren walks up, spots out the PA. Donald comes in. PA's gonna get healed up. Double heal with the Sunray on top. And Siren is dead. Wits is almost back to full HP. Has the Battle Fury already done as well. 5k net worth lead. The double heal on their side coming into play. Damage reduction from the Ember Spirit. Once that Mage Slayer is done, it's going to be pretty hard to kill these heroes. It's going to really come down to Ursa has to kill everyone.
Yeah, and that's the problem that the Infamous is facing right now. Ursa is just not a hero right now. He should have his Battle Fury ready by this minute, but he is way off. Like he is like 600 off. That's like 2 minutes more. And the Phantom Assassin is going for Sangin Yasha, I believe. Yeah, for the Sangin Yasha, and once that's ready, it's go time. And the go time, I mean, it's like you're waiting for your friend to meet you on a meeting point to go to a place or something like that. That's what Hermit is experiencing right now. He already has his Helm of the Overlord. He already has his boots. He is ready to go, but Ursa is just taking forever.
Yeah,
So
and they're gonna bail. They're gonna back off. They know their opponents are coming. Slatum can spot out anyone here. Spots out Jimmy Koff is gonna go in onto the gyro, who takes a lot of damage. Homing missile will connect. No problem behind it. PA isn't here though. If they take a fight, this might be a good shot for them. I think Blink Dagger is about to be delivered. Tiny has his blink. 15-minute blink, by the way, on a mid Tiny. Not great,
that's
but
rough.
at least they've got a tool.
Yeah, at least they have something here. DM is still looking for that Battle Fury, just this creep wave away. And
Oh,
but
he's being left behind right now. They were possibly looking for either the PA or Roche.
yeah, Perro Negro just TP'd 2 heroes to the rush part of the map, so they might want to take it before Infamous. I mean, you do want to take Roshikons on their side. Oh, here we go.
Lasso, Drac comes in. He has the roar available on Hermit. Can he get the cast off? He is in trouble. Tries to get it off, but is actually going to get taken down. They lose to get at least the bat in response, but they find a double kill there for Perro Negro. And yeah, the healing coming out from this Dawn in combination with the Phoenix's tools, it's really hard to deal with. They are so tanky.
And
Oh, Monty.
this is a little bit of deja vu from the last game. Like one good team fight, and the game is just one-sided. But this time it's just the Radiant side is the winning side, I believe. Like Perro Negro is doing exactly what Infamous did to them last game. The only difference here is that Ursa just finishes 16-minute Battle Fury. So now it's time for space creating, stacking, and hoping Ursa can be enough. He is queuing everything right now, going for Blink Dagger and Basher out of Basher as the next item instead of Sangin Yashi, instead of I don't know, maybe even the shard. You do have shot in 3 minutes, so they might want to do that. Here we go, Dawnbreaker.
Oh no,
Really,
not the toss back, not going to be able to connect. Repugnance dropping low, but not low enough. Hermit, you need some more damage. It's not there. Chasing in for Siren next. Slatin's going to hunt more. Lasso drag by night. Tiny is dead. And they find a double kill. Yeah, they just... The toss back play missing on the Dawn, that hurts so much.
yeah, and also Dawnbreaker is not the best target to focus right now. He has, well, he just finished the Sang Yasha, but he already had Assange and the late mails. So, and also the infused raindrop, which is really good against the tiny toss.
Dire's
So
top
it
tower
was not a realistic target to burst out. Maybe the Bat Rider, but they weren't seeing him at that moment in time. We do see a huge difference in net worth just between the two carries. It's like a 3K difference between Phantom Assassin and Ursa. Sagi Yasha also ready for Phantom Assassin. We have like Dawnbreaker and Phantom Assassin are really, really farmed right now. And Jimmy Koff is just trying to get. Well, he already has the shard, so I don't know why he is continuing to farm. He does have his arcane boots also. Just Jimmy Cook just needs to get with his team and try to make something happen. That's what Gyro depends on. Oh, there was a ward there. Unfortunate.
Yep, Wits is closing in on towards his BKB, has the SNY already done. Same for the Dawn. SNY done. Very tanky heroes. I mean, this is also a game where you just want to have a lot of HP on your cores because of Sunray. And yeah, straight up that. Because of Sunray, it's really freaking good. But they are struggling heavily at the moment. Hermit's farming underneath a ward as well. So he needs to be a little bit careful there. Looking... Oh, Knight's actually... They're going to go a different route here. But they are looking for Hermit. They know that he's there. They get the Roche. But they're coming in from the side. Slatum. Smoke gets broken. Dawn ulti comes in. Hermit needs some help. Some backup. Lasso drag to catch up on the back end. They find themselves 3 quick kills. And Knight gets a double. Yeah, they're just rolling over Infamous right now.
Yeah, this is exactly what happened the last game, but it was Infamous the ones that were starting that snowball rolling. Now it's Perro Negro, just one team fight, and then it escalates to another team fight, it escalates to Towers, it escalates to Roshan, and now it's just, Perro Negro are almost all over the map. You have an Ember Spirit, which is a really high mobility hero, you have the Dawnbreaker that can turn the fight around every time, and also the Perro Negro is warding way more efficiently right now. They are warding way more defensively in some terms. They've had almost always a ward on the twin gates, which has helped them a lot. I mean, it took the life of Monty on the top side. It took also the life of Beastmaster and Snapfire that we just saw. They're almost like another team right now. They're playing on a really, really high level. This is not the team we saw
Dire's
last
bottom
game.
tower has
They are, I don't know, if mad and they are canalizing the rage into skill, but they are looking really good.
Dire's bottom tower.
I think it's also a bit of a difference in terms of their draft. Right now, they're playing a lot more of an aggressive draft. With the Dusa, you can't really do much. For the most part, you're forced to chase the enemy. Against the Dusa. They couldn't kill the Dusa. This time they have damage, they have catch, they have heals. Whereas last game they couldn't at all kill the Dusa. Plus they have a off laner that actually does something. Chasing on Jimmy Koff, they already lost Hermit. Knight's trying to dodge and weave through, will get taken down, but Wits is about 2 items ahead. And is going to go in for DM. Blows him up with a big fat juicy crit. And yeah, 3-for-1 trade. They'll take that. They still have the Ages even. I mean,
Yeah, well,
last
game we had repugnance on that Doom that wasn't really a hero. It wasn't the game for Doom. It wasn't the lane for Doom. It wasn't really anything for Doom. But right now, this Dawnbreaker has given so much space, has done so much. It's 6-0 and 10 That first blood also helped a lot. So this is redemption for Repugnance, 100%. And this is, falling down of grade for that poor Ursa. That Tusa looked really good, obviously, but Infamous, I believe they played better as five. It wasn't like really top performance. Maybe the Hermit performance on the Visage, but that was it. But right now, we don't really see Hermit going for something. He doesn't really seem to have a game plan either because he went for the game of the Overlord, but now it's going for the Item Scepter. So it's a little bit of everything.
It's a bit of a mixture there. DM. It's also the problem this game that their best tool at killing off the PA is DM, but Ursa needs like MKB, otherwise PA doesn't care. With all the evasion he has, PA also has a lot of HP at the moment. Does take a nice chunk of magic damage though. Actually a lot of magic damage. If he popped up the kisses, he might have been able to pop the Aegis there. Oh, Blink Lasso Attempt by Knight. Still can't get the reach targets here. Homing Missile comes flying out. They're going to jump in onto Jimmy. Koff will lose his life. The rest of his team was not in the area. You still have to be a little bit fearful of the tossback mechanic.
Radiant's bottom tower.
In case you might be able to get jumped. But they're not contesting this at all on the side of Infamous.
Poor Jimmy, this is a just completely different game from last game. And well, Phoenix is going to make sure that Phantom Assassin doesn't have one of those scary situations like we saw last game that the Aegis expires and he is, not able to regenerate. This is going to be a set of racks in 24 minutes, which is kind of fast. And Ursa is just farming, Hermit is just farming. I don't know if I don't believe they gave up because this is lower bracket and this is lower bracket. But maybe they're saying, yeah, let's just let them take one set of racks and defend if they go for throne. Ursa needs one more item, which is the BKB. I believe he already has it. And nope, he has the recipe and the Mithril Hammer, so he's 300 gold shy.
Hermit's got his Ags now done. Ursa's got the BKB. They're getting some decent items. Once the Kanda comes into play for the Tiny as well, you have a lot more burst. Then if you don't get randomly hit by a Mage Slayer, you might have the damage to be able to burst down the Ember Spirit, who isn't really that tanky. 1800 HP, yes, he has Flame Guard, but if you get a Roar on him, plus the Ursa a couple of hits, you can very easily take him down. The big threat here, obviously, is the PA and the Dom being able to always join his teammates at any time. But it's also this Bat Rider. This Bat is closing in on Ags. He is going to use the lasso right now for another kill to Wits, but 1,000 gold away for Bat Rider Ags. Blink, lasso, 4 staff, you get a 2-man catch. That might just be game.
And this is coming way faster than we anticipated because we were talking about late game potential, and we were talking that okay, Bat Rider is going to have maybe eventually that Aghanim Scepter when we have a situation of late game or super late game. But this is just 26 minutes into the game, and he is already only 800 gold away. So we are going to have this Aghanim Scepter Blink Dagger 4-staff combo for Knight in maybe 27 minutes or so, or something like that. And that is just really scary. If you get the Ursa plus whatever core or just Ursa plus whatever, 2 heroes less in the team fight for Infamous, that Infamous, to be honest, they do have a decent high ground defense, more or less. But if you have that element of surprise on the Bat Rider, it's just going to be game after that. Oh, Ursa just makes a sneaky Tormentor pick.
Yeah, that's a little bit extra added in. Gets a free shard for the Tiny. So now he doesn't have to fear his tree just vanishing every time. It's a pretty good shard to have, though.
Yeah, he also does more damage to buildings.
It seems. No, just thrown trees.
Yeah. Yep.
Jumps
just
in. Ooh, quick kill on MJZ, but the Ursa is just gone. Didn't have Enrage available. Didn't pop BKB in time because of the Basher coming out. Repugnance is going to be the target. He is going to get roared up. Witz is looking for them big crits, and he is getting them. In comes the kisses of death. Hermit's dropping low. Witz is actually not the safest here, but the control out the Siren might be a little bit too much. Has the Kanda, doesn't have a spell to use. Godlike for Witz comes in, and that fight could have gone so wrong for the Radiant side.
Yeah, but I do believe the Ember Spirit played it really well. He didn't focus on the one that PA was focusing. He just went out and dealt damage with the Sleight of Fist and that Mage Slayer, because PA tanked the entirety of Mortimer's Kisses, but Mortimer's Kisses just didn't do any damage because of that Mage Slayer specifically. And yeah, this was just, you know, well played by Perro Negro. And now this Phantom Assassin just vanished. That Ursa, he couldn't do anything. He was two-shotted, I believe. So this is looking really, really scary. And we do have an Aghanim Scepter ready on the Bat Rider. He also have a Gem of True Sight, so the wards is not going to be something for Infamous right now. Oh, here we go.
Going in, Slatum dropping low. There's going to be the Dawn ulti plus the Sun Ray heal on top. They're trying to get rid of the Phoenix Egg, but it's not dropping. GG gets called. And a huge win for Perro Negro keeps them in the closed qualifiers and takes us to a game number 3. Great performance. So far, both games have been kind of the early team fights. Like,
They don't have stuns. I mean, they have one Fire Blast and that's it. Yeah, one Fire Blast and, you know, maybe the
familiars and Magnus skewer RP a little bit, but yeah, Troll and
yeah,
PA.
But that's big, right?
Anything.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a big resource to use, like an RP. But what I meant is for laning phase, right? What I meant is for skirmishes,
maybe skewer, but that's about it.
Yeah, just skewer, maybe the familiars, which are really obvious, and just one Fire Blast, which you don't really max if you're an Ogre Magi player. It's on a learning curve though, so I don't know why he's leading the charge here.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they also have a PA Pulse 4, so they like. The only one that does pretty well in the early game fights is the Visage. The rest are, you don't really want to fight them.
Yeah,
like a random primal coming in with trample and you're all dead.
Yep. Monkey King getting every single mastery stack that he wants, but he went for Boneless Strike first. Okay, I'm really curious to see how this Phantom Assassin 4 works. And if I can, you know, recreate it if it wins. If it doesn't, it's just going to be. That's the difference between, you know, saying someone is a visionary and a genius and that is someone is just trolling. Like, if this pick works and it works well, it not just, you know, goes by. People are going to, you know, make the YouTube videos about the build and going to try to replicate this on their pubs and stuff like that. But if it doesn't work, it's just going to be, okay, Infamous is troll. So let's see, what is it going to be, Truman? Is it going to be a guy or a troll?
Well, speaking of troll, he is currently in the bottom lane going for that first blood onto MJZ, dropping low. MJZ is going to get taken down first blood for DM, and Troll's going to take the gateway towards the top side, which is actually pretty neat because... Okay, the creeper is being pulled by Knight. Jimmy Koff is making sure the creeps don't die currently. And he'll be there in time to, I think, maybe miss a range creep, and that's about it. Oh, and
it is not every day that you see a safe laner going for the gank on level 1. It did work well for Infamous. I mean, this is interesting. This is basically the reason why we love Dota. Like, sometimes what works on paper doesn't really work, and one of the regions that happens the most is South America, Southeast Asia, also a little bit in, you know, Russia back in the day, but this is one of those regions that is always with you know, creative picks, creative drafts that are fun to watch in the region, but once it goes internationally, they are just forced to pick whatever everyone else is picking.
Yeah. Sometimes. I mean, some teams do the opposite. Knight, in the meantime, he's doing his classic. I'm a Nyx assassin. I jungle. Game
Yeah,
plan, and Primal is just pretty okay because Ogre Magi. He actually went for Bloodlust on Ogre Magi level 1, well, level
that's
2,
good.
with 2 points in Ignite. They're going to go in for Repugnance. They get the kill. Interesting choice, not leveling Fire Blast. They were already lacking stuns, as you mentioned.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah, but on level 2, you want one level in Bloodlust because it does help you with harassing in lane. And also, if you have a troll as your lane partner, you might want that because of the chance to root or just to out harass. So yeah, I mean you're going to get level 3 really fast either way. So it was a good choice, I believe. It's better than just like a less than 1 second stun with Fire Blast. It's like a 1.2 second stun. Yeah,
Yeah, but
way too.
you know okay, they have a way to interrupt TPs. That's a plus with the troll.
Yeah,
It's, that was kind of my biggest fear, that they can just like, oh, go in on him, TP out, which is always very terrible to play against in lane. That if you don't have any stuns or control in that sense. Monty, in the meantime, though, on that Phantom Assassin, doesn't really know what he needs to do. He can at least throw an Orb of Venom slow onto Wits, harass him a little bit. Actually, Wits takes a lot of damage there from their combined combo.
this is interesting. So he went for methodical as a facet. So maybe he hits some creeps and then harasses you with crit and like a 100% crit once he gets level 6, something like that. I don't know. Well, let's see the mid lane. Oh, time to fight for the runes. There you go.
Yep. All both gonna get Radiant secured. In the meantime, bottom lane, they will find Hermit. He was left behind, to be fair. Not really that the PA can do that much to help in that situation, but he does get jumped and finished off.
What do we have here? Oh, DM is just playing so aggressive here. Well, that's what you want to do with as a troll, really.
As a last big troll on your team, definitely, because you got to get that value out of it. Speaking of value, Knight's just going ham with all this farming that he's doing.
I mean, because it is a professional match, we say like this is a neat strategy. But if you do this in pubs, you're going to get reported. Oh wait, here I see the synergy now with the Phantom Assassin and Visage.
Yeah, they're gonna go in. Do they get the kill? No, they do not. Jimmy Koff is in the area. Wits going for Visage, but doesn't get the catch. In response, Wits is gonna get taken down by Jimmy Koff. MJZ needs to be careful. They place the sentry to try and get the vision. And
What?
going in is the TP. Jimmy Koff going deep. MJZ gets blown up. Hermit gets some money.
Yeah, Hermit
Another
is.
full counter.
Oh, once again
Low,
into the
they're gonna
breach.
dive with the fortification. Knight's dead. Double kill for Hermit. Oh, this juicy money.
Oh, yeah, he is a rich boy right now. He is so happy, and oh, that was surgical from Infamous. Like they got like 3 kills so easily. Okay, PA position 4. I do see the synergy here with Visage right now. I mean, you just slow people down with Stifling Dagger, do as much damage as you can, and Visage just spams Soul Assumption like he is, like there's no tomorrow.
scanning.
Yeah, the only downside is after those 3 kills, Monty is still bottom of the net worth chart, and I don't really think it. PA, once he hits level 6, you have that farming tool, but it's just
He's going for threats as well.
So he's just gonna, I guess, make it an extra core this game.
I mean, he can certainly try, I guess. Is there anything you can do here as a PA in terms of item build? Okay.
Radiant are scanning.
I don't really know what you would build. Maybe he's gonna go for like. No, then he'd go for the other facet if he was gonna go for the Canada build later. I don't know what he'll go. Drums? No, they already have drums on the Visage.
Mm,
Radavetos? Force staff? I could not tell you what he built.
well, a solar crest, maybe. Um,
Oh, Monty jumps away, but is going to get chased down because the monkey's there. Slatum actually takes a lot of damage. RP onto 2 by Siren. Breaks the Wukong's command. Slatum's going to get taken down. Witz is not with his ulti available yet. They get a double kill in the process. Monkey's still not dead. He's going to jump in onto Knight, who's going to get slowed down. The Nyx Assassin is going to lose his life. Triple kill for Hermit, and all those soul assumption kills. Oh, raking in the cash. He's got 1,600 in the bank account, just chilling right now.
yep, he is looking pretty good in terms of money. It's about to hit level 6 as well, so it's going to become even scarier right now. DM, it's minute 8, it's time to rotate, it's time to get a first tier 1 tower from the Radiant safe lane. And well, DM has been playing such aggressively in lane, and also starting from level 1, ganking as a safe lane carry. That's just, it's really fun to watch. He's also really close to that Battle Fury at 8 minutes into the game. It's looking really scary. Looking at like one-sided game. I mean, could be. Let's not just jump the gun here.
Yeah,
But
we got it's only 1K network lead. We got
yeah,
time. We chill.
yeah.
Like PA still is gonna have a point where it's just absolutely doing nothing, or it's gonna try and get enough farm to do something, and then he's just gonna be AFK in the jungle. And at that point, there's a Monkey King, Primal Beast, Nyx Assassin that might be hunting on the opposing side. There's still plenty of things that can transpire this game, as we do see that bottom tier 1 tower getting secured in Dyer's favor.
Okay,
What kind of builds do you think Slatum is supposed to go this game? Is it like Diffusal? Is it the Echo Saber? Or what does he go for?
I mean, Diffusal works good against Magnus, against PA, and against Visage. He is dead though.
Slatum, yep, he's gonna get skewered back, taken down by Siren. They immediately spot out Repugnance. That's one of the more annoying things to deal with, though. Even if it's a PA support, like, he's just constantly gonna be on top of you. And he gets the Empower buff from Siren. So, I forgot about that being an existing thing. Has queued up that he wants to go for the Orchid on Phantom Assassin. That's an item.
Sounds good to me. I mean, there's a way that you cancel the Wukong's command. You can prevent yourself from enraging. Also, Primal Beast, you can just cancel the pulverize right there. So yeah, I think it's good. It's a really risky style of play here because you need to Phantom Strike into your target in order to silence them or to CC them. Going for the Orchid. I mean, it still works. I mean, it is long range slow, right? It is like blink dagger for survivability. Blinks. I'm sorry, for survivability. And it does deal some damage, so I mean, at least in the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game, kinda checks some of the marks of a position 4. Obviously, there are better position 4s out there, but I mean, it's not like completely lost. Oh, they saw Wits, they see Wits, they go for the fussy.
Which does have enraged, but they are taking the gateway as well, joining in. Which needs to get away. He's stuck inside the trees. He's trying to man fight. In comes the Monkey King jumping in after Hermit, but the rest of the Dire team is here as well. In from behind comes Repugnance. Can they get the damage in? It's going to be the target of the Visage. Hermit taken down. Big kill. 5 kills secured. DM has his ulti available. Can use it. Chainfrost gets thrown out. They get a double kill. Doesn't get the cast in time. Was actually out of mana on the troll. They're going to charge for 4 and a huge rotation. It cost them the Ursa, but they get 4 kills in the process, and Repugnance is now top of the Radiant cores.
Yeah, this is just this is what happens when you are overconfident with this. Hermit just gave away a lot of money here. It went to Knight, so it's not as bad. He is going for the
Almost
full
double
Dagon build.
Dagon. So this is
Yeah.
actually this PA that has no HP is gonna be free money the entire game. Slat him in mid, gonna get jumped. There is the Frost Shield. Is gonna be enough? Nope. They lose the monkey, and it looks like he is gonna go for the Maelstrom build. Yeah.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's going for the Maelstrom build. The thing is that if you don't hit anything, you don't proc anything, and the Whirling Axis on Troll is just really good against the Ursa and against the Monkey King. So yeah, I do believe that they weren't expecting to pay the Phantom Assassin as a position for.
Charge in, Repugnance. They are gonna get a kill here. Siren doesn't have mana. Does have a Blink Dagger though. They actually do lose Knight to Hermit. That's the Dagon done on Knight, and now it's gonna be scary gaming for Monty. He doesn't. I keep forgetting that he has an innate ability now that gives him the evasion. One plus, of course, later is gonna be the fact that Nyx Assassin has a break if he gets once he gets the shard. That's always going to be very useful against the PA at any stage.
Well, yeah, the Phantom Assassin is just not going to be as important either way in later stages of the game. It's just going to be a sneaky position for. The ones that I'm concerned about is the Troll Warlord, which is a great pick against Monkey King and Ursa, and he can get really scary. He already has a Battle Fury. Ursa is still not that far away, but still, it's a little win for that Troll, who got the first blood, so he had a head start. He is also kind of close to, the first item of the Sangin Yasha. They are going like really aggressively here against the Radiant jungle with 2 wards, really aggressive positions. Okay, power trust on the Phantom Assassin. Is he going stats? No.
Dire are scanning.
No, he's just under leveled.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's still there's an adapting period to a Phantom Assassin position 4.
Yeah, it's very understandable. I think that's the same goes for the Radiant side right now. Jimmy Goff is going Ogre Magi Hand of Midas Rush, first item.
Uh-oh.
He's lurking about. Nice observer ward placement. Next Assassin, will he be able to go in for the kill onto Jimmy Goff? Nope.
Nope.
Too far away.
Yeah, Vendetta run out.
As of another Vendetta in 15 seconds, though. But
Yeah,
you also have to take care of every single fight now with that Blink Dagger on Magnus done. He's also got the shard done, so the shockwave returning shenanigans come into play.
Yeah, which is really annoying. This Magnus is not going for the Leo style build, he's going for the Initiator build. So it's only one type of damage here coming up from Infamous, which is the Troll. And also the Visage, he is going for the Pipe. Okay. I believe it's going to be Pipe, Boots of Bearing, and then Aghanim Scepter.
Well, MJZ is going to get taken down by Monty, who's going for the shard first item on the PA. That's actually pretty interesting. Because every hero essentially has a breakable tool on them, thanks to the innates. Like every hero has an innate that you can. I think only Monkey King doesn't because he has Mischief. The other one have all breakable innates. Some of them are better than others. Like Primal Beast Break is eh.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right. In teamfight, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, Primal Beast does 40% more damage to buildings. Yeah, nobody cares.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's 16. Oh, here we go. Well, both are Roche lineups, so it's not surprising. Oh, they saw him.
Yeah, they have the familiars to scout out the trees. They take down Rose, get the first stages of the game. 3k net would lead for Infamous. And Monty immediately smoked up looking for more. But it's also always, you know, 28% pure damage with Fan of Knives. AoE on PA.
Max
That's
Silver's
nuts.
damage, yeah. That's a lot.
28.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's a
Almost-
physical. I think it used to be pure for 14%. Now it's physical for 28. But still a lot.
are scanning.
Yeah.
It's like
It
Primal
is.
Beast. It's like 600 damage or something onto Primal Beast if you don't count armor. 700 maybe.
Dire's bottom tower
It is a lot. It is a little bit of a burst. That's for sure. Monty gone for Eel Scepter right now.
Oh,
Oh,
Knight.
we have
They
Knight.
spot out Monty. Yeah, that's a quick nom nom. He's getting his next Dagon level delivered on Knight. He's just gonna look for Monty the entire game.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen every time Monty is out of position or it's out by himself. MJC might die here. They are really scared to go for this Lich. Oh, here we go.
There you go, and he does have the Frost Shield max level, keeping him alive right now. Pulverize being used onto the Magnus. This is going to get taken down. Shane Frost gets thrown out. RP pump faked. And Siren now needs to run away quickly. But Repugnance, Primal Beast dropping low. They're going to find 3 kills.
This is way more even than the first two matches. It is still a little bit of an advantage to Infamous, but it is at least not like you win one team fight and then you basically win the game. We are seeing a little bit of a snowball forming here. There's like a 3k net worth advantage between carry and carry, which is basically almost a whole Sang and Yasha, which is what the Troll Warlord went for. And Ursa's going for a Basher as the third item since he has a Blink Dagger as well. We're going for a BKB on the Troll Warlord, which is going to work, I guess. I mean, obviously, all you get pulverized and that's it, but the break is there for the Nyx Assassin, and the Fury Swipes don't really care for magical resistance. So, yeah, I mean, he has the Aegis of Immortal, so they can start playing more aggressive if they want. They are, taking things more calmly. But what I want to know is, what do you do as a Phantom Assassin position 4 when your team is not moving around? It's just farming. You don't really use that much farm as fast.
Yeah, that's kind of a little bit of the downside here. Monty looking for Knight. Dust gets used. He does get connected, but he's too fast, too furious with the Vendetta usage, and they're all going to quickly take the gateway to the other side and disengage. While this Jimmy Cough Ogre Magi has the Hand of Might is fully done. Easy money making machine, baby. Get that RNG's on your side. Top deck. Easy. Smork.
Yeah. It's all about luck right now for him, because it has happened to me that the first 3 times I use a Hand of Midas as an ogre, it doesn't multicast, and it's just sad times.
Ooh, the steal. Tormentor to be going on both sides. Hermit gets his free shard, which is obviously really good, but so is the Lich's Ice Spire. They've sort of gotten some really good shards this game.
Yeah, the Lich Shard is a must, 100%. Nyx Assassin Shard would have been also really good. Playing Break is also good. They can. I don't believe they should be going for tier 3s because the Aegis is going down in less than a minute. But no one is contesting it. Okay, Frost Armor, that's enough. This tower is going to live forever. Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Force the fortification at least, walk it off. Actually,
The roll with
they
Bloodlust
want to
is just
clear it. They don't really
disgusting.
have a way of a toss back or anything. There's ooh, pump fake onslaught. From behind is Knight charging in, looking for catch spots out Monty. Oh my god, that damage. DM, 10 seconds for the Aegis. He is going to lose his first life. Bybit comes out from the PA. He has a long run to make to join them. There's the Wukong's command. Chain Process gets thrown out. DM is dropping low. DM is dead. Didn't even get a chance to pop his ulti. Chasing from Slatum with that charge. Going in for Siren, who doesn't have a tool out of there. Hermit's now going to be the next target. We'll at least find Slatum, but he's going to be taken down. Also, didn't get the Zone Form cast off in time. Jumping from Monty, but would still had his Enrage available on Monty. He's going to just try and dive and juke his way through, but that is a ultra kill, and that net worth advantage is completely gone. Yeah, a couple of weird moves.
That's a dieback from Monty. Why did I? Maybe he thought they had the outpost controlled. That's why he bought back. But they didn't, so he had to TP to his outpost next to Roshan.
I think it's actually faster if you would TP towards his tier 2 tower and run.
Towards his tier 2 tower and run? Maybe. Yeah. There's
the
a
6-second TP is pretty long.
Yeah. Well, it's like 2 more seconds, I believe.
Yeah.
50%, we see, you're right. Okay, Hermit has Crimson Guard, interesting. Also, Pipe of Insight, and not going for the Boots of Bearing. Well, he has it queued up. I don't know why the Crimson Guard though. Well, maybe against the
Ursa, Monkey King. Try and survive for a little bit longer. Because last time, like, Troll didn't get his Battle Trance cast off, or and the Visage didn't get his Stone Form cast off in time. So they were very close to surviving a couple of times, but they just couldn't use spells because Ursa bursts really fast. Has the Bastion now done as well, and the Ursa is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter next. They did get almost a full set of racks out of it, though.
Yeah, they just got the free tier 2 as well.
Oh, from behind, from the side. This catch. Knight cliffed himself. He walked up with Vendetta, didn't realize he was stuck. And now it's just a ward. They spot him out. There's going to be a jump in onto the Magnus, though. Magnus tries to get the RP, is going to get taken down on the backhand. DM going ham onto the Primal Beast, but the Primal Beast has Frost Shield. He doesn't really care. He's going to get rooted up. GM, there's the Chain Frost bouncing around. He's going to get stunned up in the process. Boundless Strike holds him in place. The Chain Frost keeps on continuing. DM's looking to heal up, but he is in a world of hurt, and the hurt keeps coming as they get destroyed. Not a single kill gets secured in that engagement. DM is still... that was while Knight was cliffed.
Yeah, Knight, the only thing he did there is just an impale in a Dagon, and that's it. Well, Infamous just threw everything out the window. All the advantage they had, how strong they were looking. Just 2 team fights, and now the ball is in Perro Negro's court. Yeah, that troll pick, it was working really well. It is still working. It is a good pick, but the more the minutes pass, the stronger Perro Negro gets. Not because their lineup is, I mean, it is really good lately, but also because they didn't have, Infamous doesn't have a position 4. I mean, he's going for a Pavis now, Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, I mean, exactly that. What do you build? He's got the shard, and then it's, I could go Yules, I could go Pavis, I could go... You the only thing that you kind of can't go is damage.
Yep. Actually, well, Lotus... Nah, Lotus doesn't really work here. Halberd?
Maybe a Halberd could work, but the Yules is better because you're up against Ursa, so you just lift him up during his enrage, or try and keep yourself alive. I think actually getting a Ghost Scepter might be better, just to be able to survive if they go in on you. For now, Roche has respawned, so they're looking for a fight. MJZ is stuck topside, and they're going to get the kill onto MJZ and immediately turn that into Roshan, which could be a good way for them to get back in towards the game, as Perro Negro is not looking to contest.
Well, yeah, they don't have one of their biggest Roshan ultimates. They're still fighting as well. Ursa with his Basher ready. Aghanim Scepter as well, so he is way more mobile right now. Monkey King is just going to finish that BKB. Roshan coming up for Infamous. And what else do we have here? Primal Beast got an Aghanim Scepter. Okay. Not the Blink Dagger. Good for Yash as well. BKB as his next item. Okay, at least we are getting what we asked, Truman. We asked for an even game. We asked for not a snowball, and this is as even as it gets. 18 kills to 18 kills. Only 3k net worth in almost 30 minutes of gameplay. So it is looking interesting. There's not a big gap between all the cores. The biggest gap is in net worth wise is on supports. Monthly being dead last. And going for Nullifier as the next item.
Oh, against the Frost Shield. It's actually a very good item if they can manage to get it. Monkey King has a Ghost Scepter. What? That looks so weird.
Yeah, it does. But still, if you get rooted by Troll, maybe that's your only way out.
Yeah, it's still very weird to see a Monkey King mid with a Ghost Scepter, but it does make sense. Primal Beast has his Ags now done, so you do have the break AoE against the Troll Warlord, against the Phantom Assassin, also very solid to have. Plus, in general, it does do a lot of AoE damage. Siren, again, he's the first one getting caught almost every single time they get a gem picked up by Wits and quickly disengage from the area. Yeah, Siren's been really struggling. Even though he only has died 3 times, I think all 3 times was the start of an engagement.
He's going for the Aghanim Scepter. Interesting. The Horn Toss.
Well, that means they can't push high ground on Perro Negro at that stage.
It is kind of scary if you have the... Well, no, people are going more in for the Harpoon instead of the Aghanim Scepter. Why would you go Aghanim Scepter instead of Harpoon? Might have to do that. It makes you a little bit tankier, maybe?
I think it's primarily because it gives you... It's just big AoE. The Horn Toss.
Yeah.
It's not about necessarily the positioning, it's about mini stun on mini stun. And you give the empower buff to your troll, so if you can get like a longer stun going in with the troll popping his ulti and going bananas, you can definitely get a kill. Speaking of which, troll has his own Ags done. So they have another way to purge off the Frost Shield and get rid of the Ghost Scepter on the Monkey King and stuff. No nullify needed there.
Ooh, speaking of stuff, DM looking really tasty right now.
Slat, gotta quickly get away. But DM still has that Aegis for 2 more minutes.
Okay, Troll with Bloodlust is just ridiculous. There are no outer structures.
And Empower. And all these auras from the Visage nearby as well.
Yeah, he's really looking really tanky and looking like a raid boss basically. Like more damage, more attack speed.
If he can finally pop his ulti, that is, of course, because it hasn't been very successful of a tool this game so far. DM still has the age for another minute. Frost Shield delays the push.
Okay, they can still go with this though.
Yeah, they've even placed down the Roshan's banner.
Oh, Magnus!
Siren gets a skewer onto one, only Knight, but in response he gets the kill. And Siren is going to get taken down. Slatam, Wukong's command gets placed out. They're trying to disengage. Monty is slowed out of existence. There's going to be the pulverize, but immediately gets interrupted. DM is charging forward, and they need to disengage. Still has the age for another 30 seconds. Not the target you want to kill, but with their mid laner dead, it's very likely just to disengage from Infamous from that area and wait for the next rush.
We haven't seen a single defining RP. The game has been just hard for this Magnus. He did go for just the skewer back, which helped a little bit, but he got dumped on. He got annihilated. It was a lot of burst damage coming up from Perro Negro. He does need that RP. Well, at least, I mean, if you look at the bright side, he does have it available still to continue the siege. So there's that. Oh, there's a double damage there. Ooh. DD Empower Bloodlust Troll.
Radiant are scanning.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a lot of damage. 400 per auto attack. Does have to be a little bit careful though. Is gonna go right through the frost shield, and that forces the fortification. But once it's gone, so should that building.
Radiant's middle tower.
On the side, Monkey still going in for that nullifier, but they do have Abyssal Blade done on Ursa. So big item ready, RP gets used, immediately gets interrupted, and they try to go in for the fight. Siren needs to get himself out of there, but DM is still going strong, has the battle trance still available. They lose the Lich, which is a very big death. Buys back immediately, Slatum's charging in, no Wukong's command available just now. Good Bounder Strike, they lose Multi and DM again, no troll ulti.
Get back.
And they're gonna just have to disengage. Hermit, can he get the TP out to safety? It seems, no!
Cancelled!
He cancelled his own TP?
I mean, looks like that.
I don't think anything interrupted the TP.
Yeah, he didn't interrupt. He wasn't interrupted. He just. I mean, did he? He was overwhelmed with boneless strike, but no, there was anything that stopped that TP. He just moved.
Ouch, that's a painful death right there.
That's an oopsie.
That's a big fat oopsie.
At least, Infamous has 1 lane and a half of racks, so it's not like, the comeback is real right now. They also have tier 2s on every single lane, so they still have some leeway, they still have some room to play aggressive and to make some mistakes. Obviously, they don't want to do it, but if they do, and in case they do have some safety net. They do have some time buffers here and there.
Is under attack.
What are we waiting for? Okay, we're going for the second tormentor here. Who is it going to get it? It's for DM.
Actually, it's surprising that he doesn't have it yet, because it's a really good fast shard. A lot of trolls get it as like their second item or third item, because it just makes you farm very fast, but also in general it's tons of damage that you just throw randomly on the back line, which in this case is the Lich that you need to kill. Roche, however, the crucial one is going to spawn in a minute and 15 seconds. That's third Roche, that's free Ags Roche.
Yeah, this is an important Roche, and Perro Negro is just babysitting it. Like they're like guard dogs waiting for that Roche. And Infamous, I don't know if they might want to wrap around it, try to predict it. It's really hard to wrap around the Roche though. So let's see how they measure. Oh, they just saw them.
Yep. Slatum needs to get himself back. Is gonna go all the way around. Charge forward by Repugnance. Slatum needs to be a little bit careful that they don't randomly cut the tree. He has a Battle Fury on TM.
Okay, still nothing's happening. 20 seconds till Roshan. 1 mirror just scouting there. Both teams trying to see who Ooh, reaches out first. Oh, cancel that for
Radiant's
repugnance.
barracks are under
He
attack.
canceled the onslaught.
Dire's front
Oh, Monty, he cuts the
Ooh.
tree! He cuts the tree onto Slatum. RP comes out, and they're gonna try and go for the kill onto the Monkey King. Pulverize comes through. But it is Slatum dropping low. They will lose Monty first. Buys back immediately, so does that Monkey King on the back. And MJZ is going to be a huge target if DM can finish him off. And he throws out the Chain Frost right before he falters on the side. Where is this Ursa the entire time? Hasn't joined any of the fights. In comes the Wukong's command. He's going to go in for DM. DM, can he get bursted down? This time the Troll does get his ulti off and is going to be able to heal enough. No, Wits is actually man-fighting him very heavily. DM is dead. Skewer comes out, they lose Knight, but Wits is just going ham. The Aghanim Scepter plus Shard keeps the Ursa alive for so very long. Boundless Strike comes through, but he is in the end dead to Rice. They can buy back if they want to contest it, but with these massive buybacks coming out from Infamous, they're looking to get the next Roshan.
What is happening? 4 buybacks from Infamous. They still managed to get on top, like it was almost a 4K difference there. The advantage went from, I believe it was like 18 to 4. All now like 1K, almost a little bit less for Infamous. Aghanim Scepter for Visage, which is really scary, especially because, well, you do have a buyback at least on the Ursa and on the Nyx Assassin, but otherwise it's just going to be the Lich against the world. But I mean, the Monkey King against the world is only one lane of racks that they need in order to get Mega Creeps. And Megas, you don't really want to go against Megas on your 3rd game on the lower bracket. So,
Yeah, especially not against Visage.
Yep.
Ooh, Siren almost
Buyback.
gets the catch on the Monkey. Slatum doesn't have a buyback, so that's also a big, scary threat going forward. And now Wits neither. Very
But the thing is-
dangerous game in here.
the thing is that nobody has buyback for Infamous. Only Monty, which, you know, doesn't really matter. If you buy-
Monthly did buy back. I think you've
But-
been.
US before. Yeah, the only one who has buyback right now is Nyx Assassin.
Yeah. Hermit's a bit broke for it, but he just built the Scythe of Ice. So he, after that fight, Hermit got the free Ags and bought the Scythe of Ice. Like, he had almost no money before that fight, and now he's got the full Scythe of Ice. That's how incredibly important that fight was for them.
And now
Also,
he has
where
the-
was Ursa the entire engagement? Only jumped in at the end. That was weird.
Yeah, that was not.
Oh, Slatum. Gotta be careful. The Chain Frost is still thrown out. They are gonna lose their mid lane.
Magnus, my
Quickly
dude.
get away. Pulverize comes out, gets the control in onto DM, and Hermit with the invis is actually gonna get out of range of the detection. They will disengage and they will keep their at least melee racks alive, but that's the last racks that's left standing.
Yeah, the only thing standing between Mega Creeps and Perro Negro is just 2,200 HP. Against a Troll Warlord, it's not really that much, to be honest. They do have Naegis, so they might try to do this again once the Magnus... I mean, what's happening with Magnus? He does have a BKB, but he doesn't manage to get an RP off. He's done maybe once in 40 minutes of gameplay. It's been a hard
there
game.
he didn't even need it. He just needed to get the skewer, and then Monkey would have been caught, and Monkey would have been killed.
Yeah, it's been a hard game for him. It's 100%. Let's see what's the net worth. He is dead last in terms of net worth, just in carries.
Ooh, just gets used. They get the catch on tonight, but there's a good charge in response. Monkey's going to get taken down. And there's Hermit, going to quickly go into a stone form, just chilling on the side. But the Chain Frost Wukong's command combo, Hermit is very dead. Oh, Knight is still alive and kicking. Hermit is going to get taken down, and they find a huge kill. No buyback on either of the two. And up the high ground, they go here. Or actually, they're going to back off. They're afraid of the Magnus Horn Toss.
I mean, they should. It is still a Magnus going in defending high ground. Infamous doesn't really have to. I mean, they have to wait right now for a minute, but after that, they can just go again. They have every single ultimate in their disposal. And they also want to do it. Oh, I think this is going to waste the Aegis. Because Aegis is down in 1 minute and heroes are up in 40. So they will have like a 20-25 second gap to utilize that Aegis in the last push. So they have to time it really good. There's nowhere to TP to, sadly, for Infamous to get that last lane of frags. What does Jimmy Coff have? He's Son of Midas, Dual Scepter, going from a site of Vice right now for Jimmy Coff. The Troll, when the Word access, he's going for a Abyssal Blade, interesting. Also a Satanic as next item. Does have the Basher there. Magnus with Acceptor. His next build is still going to be Octarine Core, I believe, which is always nice.
Refresher already has the recipe.
Oh yeah, the refresher. I saw. I'm thinking about the old build.
Yeah, I don't like the build-ups of most of the items these days. It's a
Yeah,
bunch of regen items. Obviously, you always had that for refresher, but I don't know. Cornucopia looks weird. I don't like the item.
yeah. What happened with Perseverance, right?
Yeah, it's only being used for Lincolns and Lotus now.
Yep. Hmm. What happened here? I remember when refresher was like 2 Perseverance and that's it. It was a lot
The
of
dual
regen,
base.
not a lot of mana pool though.
Dire
Which
are
is why you wanted to go for arcane boots, force staff, blink dagger, and then a refresher on Tide
Yeah,
Hunter or
but now
whatever.
Arcane Boots doesn't even give you mana anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it doesn't. It's just a ring of basilisk. Sad, good old days. But well, so's Dota. The only nice thing about Dota is that it's never the same.
Well, it's been the same for almost a year-ish.
Yeah, out of 13 of existence, like we are going to get our big patch. We are going to get it.
Yeah, or they just are like, but we want to work on Deadlock, so here, have some new
Yeah,
skins.
that might be the case. Yeah. The thing is that Dota, well, this is not a Dota IP thing, so it might be a hit. Because every time you make a spin-off out of Dota or something Dota related, doesn't really work as much. I mean, it is a mine of gold
Radiant's
for
bottom
Riot Games,
barracks
but
are under attack.
not for all. You get out of chest, turns into teamfight tactic, becomes successful there. You get
Ooh.
artifact, you get Runeterra, becomes not as successful, but a little bit. Then Valve wasn't getting enough, games. Let's look at Overwatch, make it successful there. Well, anyway, gaming news aside, this time to do stuff, time to smoke.
Yeah, Troll Warlord now level 25, so he has Battle Trance Strong Dispels. They can't stun lock, shouldn't be able to stun lock him unless they have a Scythe, which I don't think they have yet. No, they don't have Silences or Scythe, so he should be able to always pop his ulti in the nick of time. There is a Tormentor to yoink, but also Hermit's just being sneaky. Keeps on sending his familiars to try and push the melee racks, forcing TPs back from their opponents. Next, Roche. I guess we're looking for Roche number 4 this time around.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, they scan the pits. No one walks in it just yet. Now it does get walked into. And they know they're in the pit area. Roche, how long is it going to take? It's 2.5 minutes. Ooh, that's a long one.
That's the longest one, I believe. Okay, Monkey King has a gem of true sight, so there's not going to be much vision happening here. He's on the opposite side of where he should be to the ward, though. He has that nullifier as well. Oh,
Looking
DM.
for a fight. Nice sidestep. Repugnance with a little bit of oopsie daisy whiff. Knight looking to scout from behind. Slatum's got to be very careful because he's been caught in the trees a couple of times already, but they are very fast all the way behind. And there's Hermit spotting out Slatum, gets the Boundless Strike, and RP miss only hits on Repugnance. The Primal Beast Pulverize immediately gets interrupted. I don't even know what's going on right now, but it's looking like the Wukong is doing the job. Control comes out onto the Troll Warlord. He needs to find a good target. He wants to get the Monkey King. Troll gets the ulti cast, but DM's getting stun locked, Yules'd up. Control has the Satanic to try and heal up, but he is dead. Has a buyback available at the ready. There's a big skewer from Siren coming through. Can they get the damage? But no, the Ursa hurts so freaking much. Finally, they get the kill onto the Lich, but it costs them pretty much the entire game here. 3 diebacks coming into play, and this is the chase onto the last 2 that might seal the deal. Bottom lane, the super siege creeps are there, so Repugnance has to defend. But what a fight. There was so much stuff going on.
Yeah, there was way too much for just one side of eyes to focus on. The only thing I saw for like a solid 10 seconds was a lot of red HP bars going down at the same time. It was ridiculous. And speaking of ridiculous,
yeah, they're chasing him for DM and Jimmy Goff. They cut the tree where Slatum was on, but DM doesn't have a blink dagger, so he couldn't actually get on top of the monkey to try and quickly burst him down. He does have his ulti available in 2 seconds on the Troll Warlord, and has a Satanic as well. He does get the ulti cast off, but he's also stuck inside the Wukongs, and that is gonna be Infamous eliminated. Pretty much. I mean, they're not gonna GG out just yet, but they're actually losing their tier 4 slowly but surely.
Well, this fight went from maybe like 1k in favor of Perro Negro to 20k, 21k, and we are not in the era of the big comeback, so this is almost sealed. There was like, I believe, how many diebacks was that? Nobody, only Hermit has a buyback available, and the entire Perro Negro team has a buyback available. Roshan is going to be up here, another Reckoning Scepter. Well, this time free for anyone on Perro Negro who wants to get it. I mean, Lich is a good candidate for it. Also Monkey King, I suppose. Yeah. Basically, it's Monkey King or Lich right now. And we might have a Perro Negro day in our hands, Truman.
Yeah, looking very likely. Speaking of which, I'm gonna quickly check if their opponent's already done. And it looks like it. Looking for Orc has 2 Ode Fusion in a 53 and a 66 minute game.
Long games, they might be tired, but you know, Perro Negro has also played 3 games, so. One stomp against them, and now a really even match that isn't as even right now. Double damage for the Monkey King. He got the Academic Scepter for free. So this might be it, Truman. Might be it for Infamous at least.
Yeah, as you've seen here, ladies and gentlemen, PA plus 4, don't do it. Just
don't do it. No.
It literally has not had any impact after the early game. He did pretty well in the early game though, but afterwards, like, he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you know, that's the gimmicky part of it. I mean, it does have to be good at something, otherwise they wouldn't have picked it. But I
mean, if
know,
he has the other facet, I would at least, like, he can throw daggers to annoy and maybe get a good crit. But now he can't even do that.
Yeah. That is, I would love to have like you know, game interviews after this. You know, when the big events, once game finishes, you have your little bit of time with the press, with the media, with the players. I would love to know, and the drafter for Infamous, was it really a PA position for play? You know, being prepared for, or was it?
Oh
just
no,
that,
definitely
okay,
not. I
I
don't believe for a second that this was their intention.
Like
they just saw they have Primal, they have Nyx Assassin, too many breaks. We can't win that with the PA safe. That has to be it.
And they went for Troll.
Yeah, I don't necessarily. I guess they wanted Troll to beat Ursa, but Like, Ursa with Ags and Shard doesn't care about Troll. Even has Arcane Blink now for the 9-second cooldown.
Right? They are trying to even things out a little bit. You know, there's still a small dim light at the end of the biggest tunnel you've ever seen for Infamous, because they are only one Rex away from it.
Oh, jump in onto Siren. Not again. Gets the RP. No, interrupted on the RP cast. Is going to get taken down. Boundless Strike onto 2. Double Boundless Strike from Slatten there with the refresher. Going in immediately for DM on the back end. And DM does manage to get himself away, but 3 kills secured. No buybacks available. The only one with a buyback is Hermit on that Visage. They actually don't have creep, so that's a little bit of a saving grace, but yeah. I mean, the monkey even just uses his refresher for double boundless. Oh, Knights. Yeah, Frost Shield comes to play, and they can't even kill off this Nyx assassin.
Yeah, there's the last buyback available. Not like they can do anything about this. The troll is just sad watching how his base crumbles. They were so close to Megas. I don't know if Megas would have done any difference though, because we have really good wave clear here. But yeah, this is Megas
jump in, chain cross. DM does pop his ult. He's gonna go in for the fight. The Frost Shield. Oh, they take no damage. Pulverizing on top, and Troll is dead. GG is called game, set, match, and we will have Perro Negro making it all the way to the lower bracket semi-final. 2 wins in a row, and they keep on going. Same with looking for Org, of course. They also won their first